In this section of the Division III New Commissioner Orientation, you will become familiar with the nominations made by Division III commissioners, including National SAAC, FAR Fellows Institute, NCAA Woman of the Year, and Division III committees. As a Division III Conference Commissioner, you have the opportunity to submit nominations for both Division III and association-wide committees. You have the opportunity to nominate student-athletes from your conference SAAC or student-athletes from your conference's institutions to serve on the National Committee. The term of service on SAAC is limited to a 3-year non-renewable term, with no more than 1 year served beyond the completion of a student-athlete's eligibility. Since each SAAC member represents not only their conference, but also a partner conference, it is important to maintain good rapport with your SAAC representative to know when nominations are going to be accepted on behalf of your conference. Your conference and your conference's institution's athletic directors will receive an email from the national office when nominations are open for a student-athlete to serve on National SAAC for your conference. The email will include directions and deadlines on where you could submit nominations online. Before you submit your online nominations, please remember that in order for selections to be made, conferences should have at least 3 nominees, 1 male, 1 female, and 1 ethnic minority who represent different sports. In order to maintain a balanced representation on SAAC, it is recommended that you nominate sophomores or juniors. Once your online nominations are completed, a list of conference nominees will be forwarded to you for review prior to selection by the Division III Nomination Committee. In addition to submitting nominations for SAAC, as a conference commissioner, you can also submit nominations for all Division III committees. In order to submit a nomination for consideration on any D3 committee or divisional representative on an association-wide or common committee, the individual being nominated must be salaried or on a regular basis by an institution or conference in the same division or perform a regular staff function representing at least 50% of the normal workload for a staff member at that institution or conference unless otherwise specified. Unlike Division III specific committees, association-wide committees have positions allotted to each division in order to create a balanced representation. This balance is different for each association-wide committee. To explore more about committee vacancies and to see which committees are in need of representation, please visit the Committee Vacancies webpage. In addition to nominating student-athletes for National SAAC and colleagues for Division III and association-wide committees, you also have the opportunity to nominate student-athletes for the NCAA Woman of the Year Award and the Top 8 Award. The NCAA Woman of the Year Award honors graduating female student-athletes who have distinguished themselves throughout their collegiate careers in the areas of academic achievement, athletics excellence, community service, and leadership. Each institution within your conference is encouraged to honor its top graduating female student-athlete with this nomination and community recognition. The nomination form is completed and submitted annually by the institution via an online process to the conference office with which the nominee's primary sport is affiliated not later than early May or an earlier deadline established by the conference office. As a conference commissioner, you are encouraged to establish a deadline that allows you ample time to submit your final selections via a web-based form to the national office by June. As you solicit your institutions for nominations, please urge your institutions to submit 2 nominations in which at least one of the nominees is a woman of color or international student-athlete. All conference nominees will be forwarded to the Woman of the Year Selection Committee. The selection committee will choose the top 10 honorees in each division. From among the 30 candidates, the selection committee will determine the top 3 in each division. Finally, the members of the CWA will vote from among the top 9 finalists to determine the NCAA Woman of the Year. In addition to providing nominations for the NCAA Woman of the Year, you can also nominate student-athletes for today's Top 8 Awards. The Today's Top 8 Awards provide the association with the opportunity to honor 8 outstanding senior student-athletes of the preceding academic year. Nominations are due annually in August, and selections are based on the student-athlete's previous athletic and academic accomplishments. As a commissioner, you can also nominate faculty athletic representatives for the Division III Faculty Athletics Representative Fellows Institute program. Division III started the Institute as a 2-year pilot in 2010 to provide a professional development resource for FARs. The components of the program provide a thorough examination of the best practices and issues surrounding the role and responsibilities of the FAR, help the FAR fellows develop the leadership skills necessary to carry out their responsibilities on campus and in their conference, as well as strengthen the network of FARs needed to serve on the conference, divisional, and association-wide committees. To explore more about nominating FARs or for the FAR Fellows Institute, visit the FAR Fellows Institute page. To access the page from the membership side of the Division III homepage, click on the Pilots and Programs link and then select FAR Institute.